Because of Christ. My name is Grace Mudondo, and I'm aged 24 from Kosana. And I'm here to testify about the goodness of the Lord in my life. 10 years ago, this problem began with me missing my period. I would go for like 1 month, the next I would skip. Then it went on to 2 months, then go the 3rd month. Then it went to 6 months, then it also went to 1 year, completely, no period, no what. Then it got to a time where I would have cramps in my stomach, and also it would stretch to the back. And most people who saw me during this period thought I was pregnant. Even if I'm walking in the street, people would say, congratulations, we heard you were pregnant and you have a baby. But at times, you'd be shocked, where did people get this information? Here is all the evidence to show that I had the cysts and now they are gone, because I came and registered for the prayer line and now I am free. Before I was married, people were talking a lot about me. They were saying, Grace actually pregnancy is showing. And they would go around congratulating me, congratulating my parents, they are now grandparents, whereas I was not yet even married. And I would also have cramps, very much, especially in my lower part of the stomach and at the back as well. At times, most of the times, I wouldn't work properly. I wouldn't be able to do things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like at work, I would fail to stand for a greater time because I will always be feeling cramps, feeling vibrations. To show you the evidence that happened before I got married, I went to the hospital, to the general hospital. Here is the record. The doctor actually said I have to do a pregnancy test as written here, because this is what he was now suspecting. And I told him I'm not married and I'm not doing anything of such, but he insisted and I did the pregnancy test, and the results were written down that no, nothing, I'm not pregnant. Then it went on. It also went on, if you read the records here, it's written cramps, lower part of the abdomen, they were very painful. And then it went on where they did the POCS scan, which is the polycystic ovarian syndrome scan, to check on my ovaries. So what happens with the polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's just like every female's got 2 eggs, and those eggs would have had a growth of some sort. They generally grow from the point of like being pimples, and they keep on and continue growing. And as a result, it affects your general structure of the body. That's how it becomes more like you are pregnant, and that's what people will be thinking, you are pregnant, whereas you are not. So they grow on your ovaries, and they end up affecting your menstrual cycle. How? When they grow, they become heavy for the uterus, and the uterus thinks it's carrying a baby, so your tummy grows big. And generally, that was the major thing, because it was affecting my reputation. Most people know me because I was working in a public area, and they were going around saying whatever they like, of which it was not it. So here is the first scan that I did in 2018. It shows that the doctor couldn't detect the cyst because it was small. And he actually said he found a chloriathus cyst, which was more like small stones in my stomach. And that problem was gone. Then the second one actually confirmed that I have cyst, which is this one that I'm holding. And also the scan. If you look at the scan, the whitish parts, these ones, they show you that the cysts are there. It's the eggs will be affected by the cysts. So this was it. Generally, I was in scan after scan, blood test after blood test. All this, it was showing my blood was okay, but the doctor still didn't find a solution. I even went to Zambia. This shows that it's a Livingstone hospital card. I went there to seek help, but nothing. Then on this report, they actually wrote, when he was counting, there was 10 on one side, 6 on the other. Then I came for the prayer line. After I came for the prayer line, I was prayed for by the men of God. And when I went to the hospital on 31st of December 2019, last year, the doctor was shocked. He said, Grace, you don't have cysts, as if I now. Here is a...
Give it to Jesus. Give more to Jesus. Wow. So now there are no cysts?
No, nothing. Nothing. This was the first one. I have 2 more that I did. This one was on the 31st of March this year. And this one, I did it on the 22/10/2020. There's nothing. I'm healed.
If millions of this generation are to believe that Jesus Christ is still the same yesterday, today, and forever, they have to see a proof. So this is a clear proof that she had this challenge, and now she's free, she's healed. So what do you want to say to Jesus? Such a miracle, because 10 years is not a joke. 10 years is not a joke. Tell us, what do you want to say to Jesus about this?
I would say there are no amount of words that I can say to thank God which are enough. I always want to thank God. I thank God every day of my life for healing me from this problem, because it was actually a big problem. Even when I got married, I would always complain my back, my stomach, my back, my stomach. Always I would complain. Constantly, I was in and out of the hospital. But I thank God I'm healed and I'm free. And I'm so grateful to Jesus for healing me.